I didn't plan on telling you about them. I was halfway through explaining why the trash still wasn't out when I realized I was stalling. You noticed, obviously. You always do. You gave me that look that says, "This isn't about the trash, but I'll let you pretend it is for a minute." So I sighed, leaned against the counter, and said, "Okay, don't get mad. I accidentally witnessed a relationship discussion today. You raised an eyebrow. The good one. The one that means I should be careful but won't be. They were trying to decide what to eat. That somehow made it worse." You nodded. That was my first mistake. You always nod when you know this is going to turn into a whole thing. They weren't fighting. That's what fooled me. No voices raised, no dramatic pauses, just two tired people standing too close to each other, talking about staying in versus going out like it was a casual preference. Except it wasn't. It never is. One of them said they didn't need to go out all the time, said it was fine to keep things simple. The other said staying in made everything blur together. Normal words, dangerous order. Then one of them said they wanted to feel wanted, not just present. I remember thinking, well, that's not fair. You can't just drop a line like that in the middle of deciding on dinner and expect the evening to recover. The other one didn't panic, though. No apologies, no dramatic retreat. Just said, wanting doesn't have to be loud. Said it can look like remembering things, like refilling water, like showing up on time. I hated that part a little, not because it was wrong, because it was solid. They went back and forth like that. Same energy, same care. No villains, just two people protecting different fears. One scared of things going stale, the other scared of love turning into a performance. I made a joke at one point, something about couches becoming battlegrounds. It died immediately, which is how I knew this wasn't my business. By the end, no big resolution, just a small compromise. Walking instead of ordering. Same place, different effort. When I finished telling you, you didn't rush in with advice like you sometimes do. You just took my hand like it had been waiting there all along. That's when I realized why it stayed with me. I've said both things before. So have you. Just not on the same day. I guess I'm telling you this because I don't ever want us to be someone else's quiet story. Something they explain later while staring at a sink, trying to figure out why they suddenly felt tired. You squeezed my hand and said, "We won't be." And I believed you. Not because it sounded intense, but because you said it like someone who doesn't need to prove they're here. That's it. That's why the trash is still inside.